Hey guys, it's ShadowFlyer. Today I want to just give a real quick last minute video on tips before field training. So let's just get right into it. 3 tips I have relating to the manual. So every year they come out with a new field training manual. This is the one I had. Read it. It sounds like something dumb, but a few days before you go, and I'd say anytime you have while you're traveling, just read through this. You don't have to, like, the warrior knowledge you have to memorize like verbatim, but the other stuff you don't necessarily have to memorize verbatim. Just get comfortable not only understanding it, but also knowing where it is, which leads me to my second tip: tab it. You can kind of see these little tabs I have right here, kind of just marking where things are. I would recommend doing something a little bit better than this, because looking at these, I have no idea what they mean. I think one of them is dining facilities procedures. One of them is road guard procedures, and I know another one is like dorm maintenance procedures. But I couldn't just off the bat tell you which one's which, so I'd recommend tabbing it, tabbing important information you're going to need to know, like dorm maintenance, road guards, dining facilities, anything you aren't 100% sure of, or even if you are and you're just worried you might forget it. Tab it, but also take the time to tab it in a way that you won't forget what's what. That way you can just put your thumb there, flip right to it, and you don't have to spend 5 minutes trying to figure out where it is. And then my last manual tip is to cover it. So try to protect it from any moisture. It's just made out of paper, and it's going to rain while you're at Maxwell, and you're also going to be sweating a lot. And when you have this in your pocket, if you don't have some type of protection, it's going to get wet, the pages are going to get all wrinkled, and it's going to be a lot harder to use. So what I did, and a lot of my friends did, is just get some packing tape that you would use for shipping boxes and closing them. Just do like 3 strips over the front, 3 strips over the back, and that's all you really need. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just enough that if there's a little bit of water on it, you don't have to be freaking out that it's going to make all the colors run or just destroy the thing. So just protecting the covers back and front, that's all you need. But those are my tips for the manual. Tips for traveling. For one, don't expect it to be productive. I made the mistake of thinking that if I don't do certain things while I'm at home, I'll use the time on the plane to do them. And I didn't expect it to be as busy as it was, and for it not to be as productive as I thought it would be. And it's kind of going in my second one, which is roll your clothes before you leave. That was one of the things I thought. I stayed up till I think 3 a.m. rolling my clothes, and then I'm like, okay, going to bed, not going to do any more, I'll do the rest on the plane. Stupid of me, not just doing that, but I was like, oh yeah, the last things I have are socks and underwear. I'll put them on my carry-on and I'll roll them in the plane. Well, don't be that guy, don't be me, who is sitting on the plane in a public area trying to roll his underwear because he didn't do it the night before, and so he's just trying to like hide it from everyone, being like, yeah, don't look over here. Don't be me, don't be that guy. So roll your clothes beforehand. It takes a while, especially if you haven't done it before. It took me quite a while to get done, so make sure you do it before you get there. They give you time to get ready in your dorm, but if you're expecting to have to roll your clothes, make your bed, make your closet, do all this stuff in that amount of time, you're not going to have even close to enough time to get it all done. So roll your clothes beforehand. That alone will save you a ton of time. My roommate did not bring his clothes already rolled. He didn't bring it kind of prepared. So we had to not only do our own stuff, we might have already had our clothes rolled, but we still had to make our beds, get everything situated, get everything standardized. But then we also had to fold his clothes or roll them. So do that beforehand. You'll regret not doing it beforehand if you go expecting to have time to roll it when you get there. And also for traveling, confirm your itinerary as soon as you get it. They don't always get it to you super far in advance. I think mine was given to me 4 or 5 days before I left. But as soon as you get it, confirm it. Mostly confirm it with the airline. If they spell your name wrong, or they accidentally book it to the wrong place, or from the airport you're not used to going to, if there's anything wrong with it, you need to know as soon as possible so you can change it. Because if you miss your plane because you're at the wrong airport, or there at the wrong time, or because you give them your ID and your name is spelled wrong or something, there's not much they can do. So confirm it as soon as you can. That way, if there's anything wrong, you can fix it. And so I think that's all my travel tips, although kind of in with that, some stuff to bring. So for the traveling, make sure you bring your military ID if you have one. There's not a requirement to have one. You don't have to have one at field training, but a lot of airlines, like American Airlines, will give you like free checked luggage if you have your military ID and you're on orders. So if you can bring your ID with you, you can get free checked luggage, and you don't have to go through the process of getting reimbursed for it. So that's just helpful, as opposed to having to go through all the paperwork to get it reimbursed. But it's not a requirement. All these aren't really requirements, they're just tips. Another thing to bring is some Sharpies and duct tape. So I don't know if I'm supposed to say why, because it's not a required thing, but it will help you. I'd say the biggest thing it helps you is identification. So when you get there, you're going to have to standardize everything. So gray duct tape isn't as fun, but it's a lot easier to standardize because a lot more people bring gray duct tape. If you want to bring, I don't know, zebra striped or something weird, that's fine. Just they'll harp on you on standardization, and if your flight has zebra print duct tape and everyone else in your squadron has normal gray duct tape, they're going to make you change it. I think we had to change our duct tape like 2 or 3 times. And then you can use it for other things as well. But yeah, you can bring what you want. Gray is it's like the safest option. But bring what you want. I would just recommend bringing some type of duct tape and Sharpies to go along with it. Black, again, easiest to standardize, but if you want to bring extra colors, go for it. Anything you can fit in your bag, I'd say go ahead and bring. Also, for the civilian stuff, bring what you need. Don't bring more than necessary, because you don't want to have this huge bag that you have to keep with you at all times. But don't be afraid to bring something just because it's on like the contraband listing. Other than, I think, like knives and weapons, I wouldn't push that, especially since you're going through airport security. But like cell phones, technology, anything technology related, chargers. I had some friends that forgot to bring chargers because a whole bunch of stuff was on like the do not bring list, but that's referring to field training itself. So once you get there, they're going to give you a gallon-sized bag and a note card and say, put all your contraband in here and write all the items on the note card just so that they know what's supposed to be in that bag. Once you do that, you just won't have it for your time there. For us, it was 2 weeks. And then they'll give it back to you on the last day before you get on the buses. But you can bring stuff. So don't not bring like your phone and all these things that you normally bring just because you're not supposed to have it at field training. If you have it there, they're just going to say put it in the bag. You don't get in trouble for it, as long as you don't try to hide it and like sneaking candy or something that you're not supposed to have. Bring your orders. Bring several extra copies. It says in your manual to have 2 copies on you at all times. And so I brought 2 copies, and that was a mistake because as soon as you get there for in-processing, they're going to take at least 1, if not 2 copies for all your paperwork. So if you don't bring extras, you may have no extra copies, you may have 1 copy on you, but they tell you to have 2 copies on you at all times. I think I managed to get by like conveniently having to go to the bathroom during certain things, but they can search you and they can say, okay, everyone hold out your IDs and your 2 copies of your orders. I think I got by with 1 copy, but that was because I was very lucky. There were other people that they didn't bring extras, or they didn't have any extras at all, and yeah, they got 341s, I believe, for that. I don't think they got Form 17s. Not that those really matter that much, but if you can avoid getting them, especially for easy things like that, like just print out an extra copy or two, just do it. I think that's all Oh, and belts. Don't forget to bring a belt. I'm pretty sure it tells you to bring a belt for when you come in wearing like something like khakis and a polo. You'd be surprised how many people forgot belts. So don't forget your belt. They're going to want you to have your shirt tucked in. There were people trying to like have it half untucked to like hide that they weren't wearing a belt, and then they got yelled at for not having their shirt tucked in, and then they got yelled at for not having a belt. So don't bother trying to hide it, just bring a belt. Know how to secure your duffel, because they can, anytime you have your duffel and there's stuff in it, they can check it. And if they can like reach in and grab stuff, then you get a 341 for not having your, actually, that might be a Form 17. It's been a year since I've been, so I can't remember which ones are which. I know the Form 17s are worse, but I can't remember when they give out which ones, because I didn't get one for it, because I knew how to secure my duffel. But it was only me and one other person in my entire flight that didn't get in trouble for having their duffels not secured properly. Just folding the flaps in, hooking the clip, and then putting a lock on isn't nearly enough. You have to spend a lot of time twisting it and getting it really tight, and you should practice a little bit. And then once you have it locked in, try for a good 5 minutes to try to get something, because that's what they'll do. They have a ton of time that they'll go by and they'll see a duffel, and if they think they can get into it, they'll try. And ironically, if they can't get in, it just makes them mad, and so they try more. That's what happened for me. I told him that he couldn't get in mine, and I guess he took that as a challenge, so he spent a solid 5 minutes trying to open mine. He didn't, but they will see it as a challenge, so make sure you know how to secure your duffel. Spend a little extra time with that. Make sure you hydrate beforehand. I hydrated, but not enough. And for me, I have an issue with electrolytes. Pretty much as soon as I start sweating, it's like 50% salt. Not really, but like that's what it seems like. I ran out of electrolytes very quickly, and I think day 2, I think it was like the second, maybe third day, my legs just started cramping up, and I had to go see the medic, and they gave me fluids and electrolytes. Then I was fine, and then I just had to drink a lot of their, I think it's called Squelcher. It's like a weird off-brand of Powerade or Gatorade. But if you can stock up on Powerade or Gatorade beforehand, drink as much as you can, so that in case you don't get Squelcher or something to replace your electrolytes in that first day or 2, you're okay. And then as soon as they give anything to you like that, take advantage of it, because you don't want to have to go to the medics more than you need to. I went, and I mean, I didn't get in trouble for it, but I will say I think it reflected my rankings a little bit, because it was during a time I was supposed to be doing stuff, and so they didn't get to see me perform as well as I could have, because I was having to go to the medic. So make sure to hydrate and rest. Rest beforehand, not just getting enough sleep, but also if you can do anything to try to normalize your sleep schedule, that would be good. You're going to be waking up, I think it was like 3 a.m., going to bed at like 9 p.m. I don't think I know anybody at college that does that. We all go to bed after midnight. I know a few people that go to bed before, but most people go to bed after midnight and wake up around somewhere between 8 and 10. So it's a new sleep schedule. So if you can, a couple weeks beforehand, try to slowly bring everything earlier, go to bed earlier, wake up earlier, it'll just help you. You're going to be plenty tired when you get there, that you'll fall asleep fine usually, but you're not going to enjoy waking up if you're used to waking up 7 hours later than you now are. So if you can do that, that'd be great. And finally, relax. It's going to be done soon if you're about to go. Right now it's only 2 weeks long, I don't think they're planning to change that anytime soon, so just relax. It's going to be done soon, and you're going to meet a lot of friends there that are going to be able to suffer with you, and you'll really enjoy it. You're not going to want to do it again, probably, but you'll end up enjoying it by the end. After the first few days, it's not that bad. So hopefully this helped you guys. I tried recording this previously, and it didn't work. The audio didn't record, so hopefully you learned something. If you did, like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day, guys.